I'm so excited to share with you guys this pattern for a monogrammed zipper pouch. These are the things that you will need. You're going to need 2 9.5 by 4.5 inch lining fabric rectangles, 1 9-inch zipper, fabric clips, a zipper foot, and then of course you're going to need a panel that has been monogrammed. So this should be subcut into 2. So you can see this piece of fabric right here. This I will cut. I will center that monogram, and then I will cut it into a 9.5 inch by 4.5 inch rectangle, and then also cut a backing piece to match. That is the 9-inch zipper. Actually, this is so funny. I ended up using the white zipper, but the other zipper is way cuter. So I think white just looked better. Anyways, we're going to get started. So what we're going to do is line up that zipper, center it on our backing face up, and then take our outer fabric rectangle. I used my backing first because I was scared to use my monogrammed rectangle. Clip it in place, and then we're going to sew down the edge of that zipper, and I'll show you what that looks like. I installed my zipper foot for this. It just makes it a lot easier. So what I did is I actually opened it up and then flattened it out, and you can see I top stitched it down. So for my top stitching, I usually up my stitch length to about 3.5. What we're going to do is basically repeat that on the opposite side. This thing comes together so fast, honestly. So put your lining fabric down, face up, and we're just going to repeat this on the other side of that zipper. You can see that it's lined up and it should be in the middle. I did a great job there, obviously. Could have done better. Okay, and now I felt brave enough to use my monogrammed piece here. I've learned so much about, honestly, embroidery. So we are going to pin those together. If you want, you can also base stitch the zipper to the backing or to the lining fabric rectangle before you add the top. And sometimes I do that when the fabric is slippery or stuff like that. That's a-okay too. And then we will sew again. I used about a 1/4 inch seam allowance away from the zipper. This is what it looks like before you've top stitched. So you can see I've top stitched on the one side, and I have yet to top stitch down this right side yet. So now I have finished top stitching. What we're going to do now is basically join both fronts and join both backs, making sure to leave a turn hole. Basically, that's just an opening that you can turn the bag inside out, right side out. So we just pull those together, and I usually leave my zipper half open for this step. Clip them or pin them so that they're nice and even, and you just do that around the entire perimeter. So both sides should be right sides facing, and then again leave that hole so that way you have a place to turn it. And I will always triple back stitch near that hole, just so when I am turning it, it doesn't pull those stitches out. That's happened to me so many times. So when I do turn corners, I just keep my needle down, lift my foot up, pivot around the corner. Going around the zipper, over the zipper is a little difficult, but you can just, go slow and use your hand crank, and sometimes that helps. So turn it right side out and then fold in that little hole. I did about a 1/4 inch. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. I know that went fast, but this is such a fun gift to make for other people. I made 2 for my daughter who started school, and I'm so excited she gets to take these with her. And they have her initials on them, which I just love. Thanks for joining me.